And what's going on, guys? Mini Call here, coming at you with another video. This is a kind of account comparison edition. So I'm going to be going through the three accounts and just kind of comparing them, how they're different, how they're the same, things I've learned from one account to the next, and so on and so forth. So starting this off, popping in, and we will show off the main account first, which is Khalessi, showing a TCP of just a little over 9 million. Kind of going in there also, as we are looking, I've been playing for 1,005 days, so, you know, coming close to the, getting closer and closer to the 3-year mark. I want to say I started this account very shortly after the game launched, so I've been playing almost since launch. And anyway, so just kind of showing, I guess, what that type of account looks like. If you come in here to the challenges, I have managed to 3-star the highest difficulty, with the exception of this Catalyst of Change. I am still currently stuck on the last one. I can 2-star it, but I haven't been able to 3-star it quite yet. But the rest of them, all 3 stars. And these are definitely, you know, these kind of events that happen every week, and you know, you get them basically 3 times a week. These are definitely something to invest into very early. The sooner you're able to complete these challenges, the better the resources you're going to get. You know, so definitely, you know, as you're building teams up, try these challenges out again, and you know, try out different combinations. A lot of them, you know, they become really possible once you do unlock Ultron. But anyway, so these are a great way to get kind of just weekly resources. You know, it's kind of the best way to get some of the lower tiers, like, you know, the T2s and the T3s. You know, it's a good source of gold, blitz credits, etc. Other things, kind of looking at the account, you know, the top of my roster is all pretty strong. But since I've been playing almost since launch, there are some characters that are kind of just in like little funny spots. And, you know, they were characters that used to be really good just because the way the mechanics of the game worked. And it used to be that, you know, there was no such thing as synergized teams. It was basically just teams that had the highest attack power, and, you know, some of the more interesting, I guess, mechanics normally would win. So kind of a prime example of that is Gamora. And, you know, I've got things on Gamora that, you know, I wish I didn't, essentially. Like, if I could take back, you know, this T4, and if I could also take back this T4, that would be awesome. But, you know, not able to do that. But, you know, Gamora used to be a really good character in the sense where, you know, she was really high damage. If she killed something, she got another turn, and that was just like a really cool mechanic back in the day. So there's several characters that kind of fall into, you know, that category of like, they used to be really good, but now they're not. Nebula is another one that, you know, I've got stuff invested in her that I wish I hadn't. And then, you know, just kind of as you scroll down, defenders are kind of in a similar spot, and that's just because they used to be, when they did introduce synergized teams, defenders were one of the best, if not the best, synergized team at the time. So scrolling through here, you know, you'll see a lot of people, you know, at the level 65 mark, kind of in the 40K, you know, just kind of as I'm scrolling through. And then, you know, as you get to the bottom, people are, you know, still slightly less worked up. And, you know, you look at the top of my roster, and it kind of goes in my philosophy of, you know, really working on one team for the most part only. So, you know, up here, I am currently working on my PimTech team, and that's the reason they're all up here, and I'm currently in the process of getting them to Gear Tier 14 or Gear Tier 15. All of them are 14 except for Ant-Man and Stature, and that's because they share the same unique, these superior quantum energies. So as soon as I get those, you know, I plan to take Ghost first, and then I'll follow up with Ant-Man. But so what I'm doing on a kind of a daily basis is I am farming their orange gear that I'm able to farm. These are actually the G15s, and I can't farm those. So I farm these. Once I'm done farming my orange gear, I then go on and I farm my, the next team that I'm building. But before I do all that, I do all my dailies also. So what I currently do is I farm kind of 4 character shards is kind of my limit, is kind of what I limit myself at. So I farm Proxima, I do, all 5 of hers. I then farm Negasonic because I'm working on Dr. Octopus. So again, I do all 5 of hers. And then, so basically those are my 2, I guess, luxury characters. And then I farm Ironheart because she's a villain, at least she's in a villain node. So I do all 5 of her shards. And then my Aim Assaulter is my hero character, and I do only 3 of him, just because he's not really a character I'm really looking to build. But I do want to do at least 3 hero nodes, and that's the easiest way to do it. So kind of what I do is I farm kind of 1 luxury character that I'm looking to really just kind of like build up, and in this case it's Proxima. And normally in them, I'm also farming a legendary requirement, in this case Negasonic, and then I have 1 hero and 1 villain character from those nodes that I farm. So I farm those nodes first, then I go to my orange gear, which is for Pimtech. And then following that, any leftover energy I have throughout the day, I use on the team that I'm currently working on. With the new addition of the Skilletary team, and it going to be kind of what I think a strong war offense team, I am working on the Skilletary characters. So I've got Yelena already up to gear tier 12, gear tiers 6, 6, 6, and 4. And then I'm currently working on Red Guardian at the moment. So any leftover resources I have after I've kind of done that first couple things, I go into the team that I'm working on. So that's kind of the roster. Arena, kind of sitting in the just under 200 mark. In the events, just through kind of organic growth, I have managed to get to Relic Hunt's tier 6. But again, this isn't really something I choose to focus on. These Relic Hunt events and Relic Hunt type events, since they only occur, once a month, if not even a little slightly less frequent, I don't ever really think of these as like a primary focus. If you are going to focus on something to get yourself higher gear or, more materials, I would definitely suggest focusing more so on the challenges. And the reasoning behind that is, at least with the challenges, you're building up stronger characters, where outside of this one game mode, you'll never use the hand characters. But anyway, so that's just kind of my thoughts on that. Scrolling on over, Dark Dimension, I'm in Dark Dimension 3. I am currently on the last Cosmic node before I go into the City nodes, and I've been on this on the days where I'm actually doing 2 attacks. So, I've been on this about 4 days now, hoping to have it done, hopefully, maybe just about almost at the halfway point. So hopefully maybe another 4 days tops, and then I'll go into City and then finish this up, and that will be my 3rd Dark Dimension run, or my 2nd Dark Dimension run for Dark Dimension 3. But anyway, so that is this account. Hopefully you are finding these account comparisons helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hope you're having a good one.